Today we're going to be talking about Glamlite. This is kind of like part 3. If you guys haven't been keeping up with this, I will give you guys a little bit of context. Sorry if I talk really fast. It's just because I saw this TikTok from the owner of Glamlite, and I think it's really, really important that you guys see it. It is pretty long though, okay? So I'm going to try my hardest to like speed it up because it is a 9-minute TikTok, and I just feel like it's really important because I obviously talked about this situation, and she actually tagged me within those, the comment section, or not the comment section, but the description box on that TikTok, and I just wanted to follow up on this. But just to give you guys a little bit of context, the very first video that I made about Glamlite, which I want to say was probably about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point, to where a girl had ordered one of their new collections and basically got a lip gloss that was completely empty, and she did have 2 other orders that were coming to her. She was alleging that Glamlite was deleting her comments and that they had blocked her, and for all of these reasons, she obviously started going viral on TikTok because it made Glamlite look really shady. I said within my opinion when I had saw that video, I was like, damn, Glamlite is really shady. Like, I can't believe that they're doing this. And that's obviously why I made the video, because I was like, why are they handling the situation like this? I have heard nothing but good things about Glamlite, and all of a sudden they're getting called out now for all of this. And it's clear to see that there was some type of product development, because obviously the lip gloss was completely empty right when she just received it. So it was really, really weird, right? However, this girl blew it out of proportion because obviously she made several videos about this because it did go viral, and obviously was alleging all these things about Glamlite. And obviously me as a viewer, I was like, damn, they're shady as hell, because I saw a one-sided story. Well, since making my video, Glamlite actually saw my video, and then they sent me a gang of receipts. And as soon as I saw the receipts, I was like, oh, this girl like really blew it out of proportion. Like, y'all, they sent the timelines of it that they wrote back to her. They offered her a refund for her initial order that she had already received, and then the 2 other orders that were in transit. They sent me all the proof on that, which I kind of felt bad, because I was like, well, damn, this just goes to show you, like, don't jump to conclusions. There's obviously 2 sides to every story. But everything that the girl was showing, I was like, damn, that's messed up. Like, they're changing, you know, they're deleting their comments and things like that. I'm like, that's pretty messed up, you know, obviously seeing a one-sided story here. Well, since Glamlite had reached out to me, I did make a follow-up video stating all these things and putting the receipts within that video, because I did feel it was necessary, because obviously I made that first video, which was like, damn, like, shame on you, Glamlite. But then come to see, they really did handle the situation appropriately. They offered, you know, all the refunds on this product. They didn't even know, say, for example, the 2 that she was going to be getting in the mail that weren't there yet. They were in transit. They didn't know if those products were default too, but they were still already like offering a refund just to make the situation right. So I don't quite understand what the initial girl had expected from that, especially because, y'all, they sent me the DMs between them 2, so I saw it. So I'm just kind of like, wow, that's kind of messed up, right? Well, now the owner of Glamlite has made a video about this, because, y'all, this has blown up into such a big situation, and it just goes to show you that people on the internet, excuse my language, have lost their fucking minds. They have honestly gone so berserk, and it just, I've said this time and time again, y'all. Whenever I make a video and somebody disagrees with my opinions, you can see within the comment section there are people that are calling me out, popping me off, calling me all types of names under the sun, which I think is so crazy, because when people listen to you speak and they're like, oh, like, I don't agree with this, they want to attack your, you know, physical appearance and things like that. And it's just like, damn, that shows your maturity level, as to where I'm the type of person where we can all have a difference of opinions, and I welcome that and I want that, right? I think people look for a vessel, for a reason to like kind of like talk shit towards a person because they have something going on within their life. You guys know, obviously, I make gossip videos. I never get here on the internet. Y'all, even speaking about Ash Trevino, y'all know recently I've been talking about her a lot, but I have never like called her out of her name. I've never bashed her or anything like that, because I feel like that's really hateful. It's one thing to obviously have an opinion and talk about things, but then when you get on the internet and you send threats to people and you talk about people in a certain way, it just goes to show that clearly you have something going on upstairs that you're just really not all there. Do you know what I mean? The fact that you can get onto the internet and send a threat to somebody over makeup is absolutely insane, and that's what the owner of Glamlite is going through right now. And I think that this is just so bizarre, and I really do feel like a lot of people, damn, they are losing their minds on the internet. Like, at the end of the day, you are fully entitled to whatever opinion you want. You guys know I made that first video about Glamlite, and I was like, damn, they look shady as hell. And that was my initial opinion, of course. Did I get on there and send them any type of threads? Did I bash them? Did I call their products trash? No, actually, I said the opposite. I was like, Glamlite products are like really good. Like, I feel like I've heard nothing but amazing things about their quality of product, their affordability, all that good stuff. As to where other people have taken it so far, they're calling every single one of their launches trash and sending threats to the owner. I'm just like, oh my God, what is going on here with people? And I just feel like, I don't know, people really need to get it together, y'all. Like, I feel like low key, I love social media so much. Obviously, this is why I do this. This is like literally what I love to do and what I would love to do for the rest of my life. But it has really shown me that there is such an ugly side to social media, as to where back in the day, I feel like things were more peaceful because all we had was the TV before. And obviously, we couldn't leave public comments on TV. As to where now you can reach somebody, you know, in a whole another country and talk shit to them and, you know, start this whole like war online. And it's just like, whoa, people need to really calm down. Like, y'all, if you're feeling angry, aggressive, go to the gym, hit a punching bag. Like, don't take it out on people on the internet. I think that's so crazy. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play the response. Once again, it is very lengthy from her, but I do think it is important that you guys hear it, especially if you guys have followed up on this topic, only because this has gotten like so far out of hand that she needs to make this long of a video to talk about the situation. And I'm so sorry that she has to go way out of her way to like talk about this because she's receiving threats over this. Like, I'm just like, damn, that's how you know people have really just lost their mind, that you're out here threatening somebody just because of this situation. It's bizarre. Anyways, go ahead and hear from the owner of Glamlite right here.
Death threats over makeup. Let that sink in. Death threats over makeup. The past month, my life has been literally a living hell. I've honestly felt like I lost my passion for creating makeup. Like when I first started my brand, it was all about sharing my love for creating products and building a community. And never did I think that the community that I love so much and the platform that I worked so hard to build suddenly will become the place where I dread logging into. And it's time for me to expose the truth and talk about what happened, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen a situation that happened over a month ago. So a month ago, there was a video that went viral from a customer where she was exposing the brand, and she was like that we shipped her out empty lip glosses, and we refused to refund her, and we blocked her. And this whole situation went so viral here in the beauty community. So let's get into the situation, because it's so important for me to finally, now that I feel a little bit better than I did a month ago, I think it's time for me to talk about this. The customer contacted customer service support at 1:44 p.m. on December 9th and told us that she was experiencing issues, that some of her lip glosses from the new dessert collection had came less than full. At 3:04 p.m., 3:04, please let that sink in. That's very important that you pay attention to the timestamp. Here are the screenshots where my customer service team responded immediately, issued an apology, offered to give her a full refund. We did everything that any other brand would do in the situation, which is to make it right by the customer. I honestly thought that the situation was okay. We handled it with grace. And then all of a sudden, the next day, I see them being tagged in multiple videos saying, Glamlite blocked me, Glamlite's being shady, Glamlite's so unprofessional. And then something happened that I've never experienced. I've been here on social media for almost 10 years with my brand from when I used to sell selfie lights. I've never in my life have seen something like this. Within minutes, we were getting flooded with death threats in the comments, in the messages. People were like, we know where you work. We're going to come to your warehouse. We're going to kill you and your team. It was literally some of the most disgusting messages I've ever seen in my life. And in that moment, I did something that most brands shouldn't do, most brands are not allowed to do, and that is we turn off our comments. And it's because a lot of people forget that behind these brands and behind these pages, there's real people. Like, I'm always on my phone 24/7. I can see every comment, every message that comes in. I bring my daughter to work with me. So imagine seeing comments saying, oh, we're going to come and kill you. We're going to kill your team. We know where you work. And your address is available to the public. We ship out of our location. Tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people have our addresses. It's crazy because when you have a bad day at work, what do you usually do? You clock out, you leave. For me, I never get the privilege of clocking out. So I was like, for the first time ever, this was me clocking out. I turned off our mentions. I turned off our comments. And in that moment, my biggest regret was not being brave enough to stand up for myself, to stand up for my brand at that moment. And literally just all I had to do was just post the screenshots that showcase that customer service made it right within an hour, a little bit less over an hour. And it's crazy because by me remaining silent, I allowed so many people to run off with this narrative. Glamlite's so shady. All Glamlite had to do was issue a refund. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach here some of the screenshots of a public statement that we made a few weeks ago. In addition to issuing the refund, we also had given that customer 18 complimentary lip kits. We refunded her for her other 3 orders. And it's crazy because even after we made it right, she was telling people, oh, you're just fixing the situation because my video went viral. No, we actually made it right within an hour. The minute you contacted us, prior to you doing any viral videos, we already had done right by you, because that's who I am as a company. Every company is going to have its flaws. Every company is going to make mistakes. It's how you bounce back. And then in this time, I felt like we handled it with so much grace. My issue was I still couldn't fathom the idea of how many hateful, negative comments were coming in. And that's why I made the decision to completely block her friends or anyone affiliated to her that was participating in this, because I believe in spreading kindness. I'm all about making things right, but there is no need to be unkind. The beauty community is so much more than this. It should never come down. Look, I'm gonna have a conversation with you guys. It should never come down to you sending anyone hate threats over lip glosses. These are lip glosses. Our company doesn't sell, we're not out here, we're not a medical company, we're not selling cures to diseases. We sell lip glosses and colorful shadows. In the past 13 months, we've sold over 612,000 lip kits. 19,238 of them were from the dessert lip kits. And to be completely honest, we had 7 people that came forward that week to express issues that even though they absolutely loved the formula, they loved the lip liners, their gloss was less than full. So we went to the back, we did quality control, we spoke to our manufacturers. Because the percentage of faulty lip glosses was so small, it became nearly impossible for us to find any additional ones, which is why all 7 people that reached out to us automatically got a refund, automatically got an apology, and we made it right by them. But the saddest part of the situation is that we were never given the benefit of the doubt. It literally took one viral video exposing us as shady and trying to fraud customers and blocking someone, and the whole internet just ran with it, and they thought it was okay to send us and bombard us with hate. And that's the part that breaks my heart, because I've always tried to lead my brand with kindness. Like literally just a few weeks before everything happened with that situation, we had gifted $50,000 worth of products to customers, and we hadn't even announced it on social media. Even the past month and a half, we've dedicated the entire brand to just giving back, and that's what we usually do every holiday season. And like I said, this time for me, it has nothing to do with the profits. It no longer has to do anything with the brand. I got destroyed emotionally inside. That part of me that wakes up in the morning excited to create content, to create products, that part was taken from me. And I'm not even faking it. When you're a brand owner, there's no room for mistakes. Everything you do will be highlighted to the public, and you are automatically portrayed as this monster. And people forget that we are humans just like you behind cameras. We are people that are running a business for the first time, that some of us don't have any business experience. And it's like, I look back at the situation and I was like, what more could I have done? I literally opened up my phone and I see someone saying, "We're coming to your warehouse and we're going to end your life." And it's crazy because I bring my daughter here to work, and it's like, how do you continue with that? Like, this over lip gloss. Like, I didn't even know how to tell my daughter, I can't even bring you to work this week because I don't know who could come here. And someone even took it so far that I actually had my daughter's birthday that weekend, same day that this whole situation is going on, and someone decided to impersonate me and text one of my team members, pretending to be me, trying to find out where we were at so they can come after us. And then it's like, of course I'm going to turn off the comments. Of course I'm going to protect whatever little sanity we have as a team and as a mom, as a person. But nobody ever saw that. All everybody saw was a brand turn off their comments. You're automatically guilty. You're automatically shady. Whatever you're being accused of is true, because you wouldn't turn off your brand. You wouldn't turn off your comments. You wouldn't turn off your mentions if you weren't guilty or hiding something. And it's crazy because I was so scared and I was more in survival mode and I was no longer thinking about the brand. The last thing on my mind was defending myself. That's the reason why I didn't announce anything. I didn't share the screenshots until weeks later, because I was just trying to survive. And that's the part that the internet does not see. So all I'm asking, the whole purpose of this video, I don't care about clearing up my name. I don't care about clearing up the situation. All I'm asking for is, whether it's on this platform or a new platform, try to show a little bit of more grace. Think with kindness before you speak, because you don't know how your words can affect somebody. Lead with kindness. Be a better person. And that's what I try to be every day. And I'm hoping that if you get anything from this video, I hope that you learned that there are human beings behind these videos that you see. And social media, for some of us, it's our job. And the same way you get stressed out with work, you have hard days, we do too. But we don't deserve that kind of hate. Nobody deserves to wake up to hundreds of messages telling them to die over a lip gloss. That's what I'm going to say.
As y'all see from right there, this situation has gone completely out of hand. Like, damn. Honestly, y'all, like, I feel like even if, say, for example, Glamlite was super, super shady and they really did block her and delete her comments and they didn't offer her a refund, even if that was the case, like, to send threats like that, I think it's still crazy. Do you know what I mean? But obviously now we know that that wasn't the situation. I do think this is where things suck on social media, because that girl's video was blowing up. And obviously it did make Glamlite look super shady. And obviously I felt that way at first too. It sucks that, like, say for example, that video blows up and it gets 5 million views. That means 5 million people. I don't think it got 5 million views. I'm just giving an example here. But say for example, it got 5 million views. That means 5 million people are looking at Glamlite like they're shady. But then say for example, if the owner of Glamlite gets out there and makes a video giving all the receipts about it, and that only gets 100,000 views, then what do you do then? Do you know what I mean? Because those 5 million people now already have a horrible taste in their mouth about Glamlite, and I think this is where things can get you know, kind of tricky and really unfortunate as to where people will blow some things up. I think what it is too, in my personal opinion, I feel like sometimes like if you create a TikTok and you see that it goes viral, obviously you want to make more of them. It's kind of like the chase of the views. And I kind of feel like that's what happened here within this situation. Anyways, I want to say if you guys have any issues with like a brand, like some type of product or something, please do not ever get this ugly. I feel like it is so bizarre to like get out there and like send threats to people over something like this. It's really, really crazy to me. But make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.